Seattle singer-songwriter Deb Seymour performs whimsical original songs, which may include Hitch-Hiking Chickens, Tango-Dancing Martians, or Broken Heart and Home Repair Manuals. Prepare to have your imaginations tickled and your heartstrings pulled.
Hello, Tumbleweed! Deb Seymour here. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I am delighted to have been invited back to the second Virtual Tumbleweed Music Festival. Thanks again for making this happen, folks. I hear the theme is silver linings. Start off my little set here with a song that will help you get out of trouble. That's a silver lining, right? What would we do without dogs? Man's canine companion, his best friend. They love you, all love you, and when your world goes wrong, they'll never ever leave you, not day nor all night long. Now, poochies are for petting and to keep your feet warm at night, to bark at bungling burglars, to wake you up at morning's light. But there's one more thing that we forget, that faithful Fidos do. They'll bear the brunt of any stunt, even those they did not do. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. That paper's due, you know, the one you meant to write. You had better things to do, like party half the night. And when it's time to turn it in, you simply smile and say, I'm sorry, Teach, that paper's out of reach. My dog ate my thumb drive yesterday. It could happen. And you've been up all night and taking flight in deep debauchery. Those loving woos and ahs that kept you up till way past 3. You stumble into work 3 hours late, but yet I'm sorry I'm late, boss, but my dog was really sick last night. He ate this thumb drive. I was all night with the vet. What a vet. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. Eat that plate of beans and wash it down with beer. You ate with no restraint and no regard for who is near. And when at last it comes to pass in one great greasy fog, well, it's true, you know what to do. Everybody, you blame it on the dog. Oh, Fido, somebody put the dog out. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. Blame it on the dog, blame it on the dog, but you're the one that was the culprit all along. He will answer to his name and won't contest your claim. Go ahead, blame it on the dog. That's right. Blame all your problems on the dog. Don't try and solve them. Blame all your problems on the dog. Best to involve him. Blame all your problems on the bad dog. Blame it on the dog. It always works for me, such as it's the dog's fault that my earbud is coming out and that this earbud is coming out because I certainly didn't put the wrong size little earbud ends on them. Fido. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a long and crazy year, but it's a delight to know that things are opening up again. This song is also about silver linings. This is a true story that happened when I was working at the Third and Lander dump site station, or transfer station as we call them, down in Seattle. It was a rough job. My job was counting or doing surveys on the trash. King County wanted to know what types of trash people were bringing in and why they didn't use the garbage service. And I learned something, that people do not want to talk about their trash. There's a metaphor in there too. But anyway, it was a rough day. And the entire day there'd been this gentleman coming in and out of the dump site with a bright yellow plastic trash can that said Ed's Cans on it. And I didn't know who he was. I thought he was just like another crazy person without a house. But then he kind of caught me in a moment, and this is his story. He's not much to look at, shabby and faded, a piece of punched up leather someone's used and thrown away. He takes his trash can in and out of the dump site each day, cashing in for what he can and taking other stuff away. I was working for the county doing surveys on the trash, smoky diesel screaming down, drivers rude and fast. I wrote him off as crazy, I wouldn't give him my time, but he caught me at a pause and he looked me in the eye. The light is on, somebody's home. Lean on me, sister, you are not alone. Open up your heart, share your heavy load. The light is on. 3 years ago, he said, they told me by now I should be dead. Had spots the size of golf balls on my lungs and in my head. But Jesus came, and I'm still here, digging in the dump, rescuing souls in need whom others give up. People think they can own their home, their body, or their life, but these things are impermanent. I've seen the other side. So take care of what's holy and choose to do right. When God comes and finds you, won't you let that love inside? The light is on, somebody's home. Lean on me, sister, you are not alone. Open up your heart, share your heavy load. The light is on. Said God bless and thank you. To my surprise, he gave me a hug and wheeled his battered barrel out, his daily work now done. The truck still rumbled through the site, the drivers were still mean, but somehow down there in the garbage all things were washed clean. Now I don't know which path to God I'll choose over time, Buddha, Jesus, or the goddess, someday I'll decide. But I now know there's a love out there that crosses all those lines. And if I ever feel in doubt, the can man's who I'll think about. 'Cause the light is on, somebody's home. Lean on me, sister and brothers, you are not alone. Open up your hearts, share your heavy load. The light is on. is on. You can find Blame It on the Dog on my CD, Blame It on the Dog, and you can find The Light Is On, also called The Can Man, on my Mama Wears a Hard Hat CD, all available at debseymourmusic.com. And should you choose to buy a CD, I'll be eternally grateful, and you just might get a little special present in your package as it gets sent out to you in the various parts of the world in which you live. This last song is also a true story. And you might say there's a bit of a silver lining because the character, excuse me, my hair keeps falling in my face, how embarrassing. Character in this song gets out of trouble when she really should have been in trouble. Well, I'm a chicken in an engine and I don't know what to do. The road's going by at 55 and I don't know how I'm still alive. And cruising in this engine's not quite what I meant to do. I was only trying to run away from the man and from the coop. It was a cold winter's day, but we chickens got outside, cluckety-clucking, really trucking, having a real good time, when the man rushed from his cabin saying, "You chickens, back inside." That's when we all decided it'd be much more fun to hide. So some of us hid behind the woodpile, others behind the shed. But I was much more clever, oh yes, I used my head. I saw the man's old pickup truck standing in the drive, and so I scooted on over. I climbed right up inside, and I'm a chicken in an engine, and I think I'm really cool. The man will never look in here, I'll play him for the very fool. Hide here for a while, oh, I think it will be swell. And when I sneak back home tonight, you know I'll have a tale to tell. Well, I heard the others squawking, but as he put them in the coop. I heard the man go walking, for sure I had him duped. Ha ha, ho ho, you silly man, you're never ever gonna find me. How the heck was I to know he'd come back outside with his ignition key? And I'm a chicken in an engine, and now I'm really scared. He's gone and turned the motor on, and parts are moving everywhere. He's leaving from the barnyard, it's thrown me for a loop. One false move inside this place and I'll be chicken soup. Ugh. And there's a piston here and a piston there, it's got me in a pinch. But with the crankshaft turning and the sparks was sparking, I don't dare move an inch. He's starting to accelerate, it makes my feathers dance. The only way to combat the shock's to fall into a chicken trance. We sped on down to town, and somehow, by the luck of grace, I was still in one whole piece when we got to the Goodyear place. They hoisted up the truck for tires. I looked, and what did I see? But two astonished Goodyear guys staring right back up at me. Yo, Mac! There's a chicken in this engine. What the heck is it trying to prove? Is it trying to become a fricassee? Or is it just chicken stew? But this fryer's still alive, it seems, though scared to death, it's true. Looks to me like it's got a case of the chicken cardon blues. Everybody join me. Wait, that's a rooster. He doesn't belong here. Well, the moral of my story I live to tell you, chicks. Don't hide under engine woods, you'll just get in a real fix. Not only will you get a ride, you'll be taken for a cruise. And just like me, get a case of the chicken cardon blues. Oh yeah, the chicken cardon blues. Oh yeah, I said the chicken cardon blues. Thank you so much. My name's Deb Seymour. You can find me at debseymourmusic.com or at Facebook Deb Seymour Music, or Facebook Deb Seymour Music. Anyway, on to the next act. Thank you, Tumbleweed. Thank you, organizers, Mickey, and everybody else. I appreciate it so much. We'll see you next year.